Should you get Dusk? Short answer, yes. Long answer, this entire video.
矛先を落とせば超絶落ち、筆を起こせば上昇起こる。
Dusk is a 6-star caster from Yen. A talented artist who came to Rhodes Island. Yet another unemployed visitor in Rhodes Island. Dusk came as another 6-star AoE caster. Although unlike Mostoma, who focused on her crowd control utility, Dusk focused both on crowd control and DPS. First, let's take a look on Dusk general stats. Like other AoE caster, Dusk has a big arts attack. But her attack interval doesn't support her huge attack. She has a long attack interval and an expensive deploy cost. But we will see how her talent and skills can support this stats. Her first talent will increase her attack by 2% for every enemy she killed or by Little Instinct, stacking up to 15 layers. A decent self buff, since she can attack multiple enemies easily, especially when you deploy her early, which usually have a weaker enemies. For her second talent, the first attack after deployment will summon a Little Instinct at the target location. The first automatically summoned allied unit. This Little Instinct can only summon through the first attack after deployment, and using Dusk's skill 3. And then for her skills. First skill will increase her attack. It will also increase her splash area, making her can reach more enemies. The skill also have a cheap SP cost, and can stack some charges. Undeniably a good skill, but this is a very generic skill. You might want to use her other skill instead. The second skill is similar to Gitano. It will increase her range, her attack and attack speed. Will attack all enemies within range. And will also increase the damage to enemies with less than half HP. It also has a balanced duration and SP cost. And her third skill. This skill is focused on crowd control. It will increase her attack interval, attack range, attack damage and splash area. She will prioritize unblocked enemies. And every attack will now summon Little Instinct. Although the SP cost is high, the long duration make up that high cost. Not to mention Dusk can continuously summon her Little Instinct to stall enemies. Then for her base skill. Both of her base skills focus on control center. With the first skill, she will reduce morale consumed per hour to all operators in the control center. When her morale is 12 or lower, gain plus 15 worldly plight. This skill used to boost Mr. Nothing base skill. The second base skill increase morale consumed per hour. And when her morale is above 12, gain plus 10 perception information. This perception information will be used to boost Rosmontis base skill. Dusk base skill is complicated if I must say. Especially if you don't have the operator mentioned earlier. So, is Dusk really worth it for a 6-star caster, in a world where Aegir exist? Well, waifu material aside. Much like Mostoma, she also focused on crowd control. With the introduction of her summon Little Instinct, and the combination of her skill 3. You can use Dusk to stall even the most fearsome enemy, when you use it right. But if you want more DPS to fight multiple enemies, Aegir is still the most efficient operator to use. Even though she is a single target caster. And when compared to Ifrit has a great damage and support ability, both for her own and other operators. But her range can sometimes be a problem. You should also take notice on the upcoming caster, that can attack multiple enemies. No, not that one. This one, Carnelian. But, Dusk is not a bad operator either. If you manage to get her, she will be a great addition for your caster operators. And don't forget that she is limited, you can only acquire her from this banner. That should be all. Grab your wallet, we got a shut-in artist to gacha. Adios.